All right, in this video, we will talk about which measure, the mean or the median, is affected by very large or very small observations. We call them outliers in statistics. So in this example, which is kind of old, it's 2011, but that's okay. It just illustrates the point. We have two numbers for the salary of National Hockey League player. And one of them is 790,000 and the other one is 1,900,000. Which of these two numbers is the mean and which is the median? Now, we didn't really talk much about how we can compute them because we have the software, but understanding it actually, you need to understand how, and so that you can understand this question, how the mean and median are computed. So for the mean, what happens is you're going to start with the first player, write down his salary, second player salary, say third player salary, and so on, however many you have, and then you are going to add them up, right? So you add up all the salaries, however many you have, and then you're going to take that and divide it by how many people you averaged, right? Now imagine that one of these blue numbers, let's say this number, is really large, okay? Because this is a player that's the best, okay? So they pay him a lot of money. If that number becomes very large, the mean will also become large, right? Because now you are adding the numbers, but one of them is large, and it definitely is going to affect the mean. What about the median? What happens with the median? Well, the median, you're going to have to sort your data. So you're going to start with the smaller number, then the larger number, then even larger number, then even more, and so on. So you sort, and then you take either the average of two middle numbers, so maybe the average of these two, if there are four or even number, or if there's like one that's in the middle. That's how you find the median. But if one of these numbers is large, so imagine that this one is very large, that is not going to affect these two middle numbers. They are going to still stay the same because only this one changed, but the median only is affected by the middle numbers. So the median is really not going to change. And so if your data has very large, unusually large one or two numbers, that is going to affect the mean, but not the median. And so the mean will definitely be affected. And that means that the mean will be much larger than the median if you have one or two players that make a lot of money. So the answer is that the mean is going to be 1,900,000. The median will be smaller because not as affected, since there are a small number of hockey players with exceptionally large salaries. The mean is affected and the median is not.